Hello, Jackie Edwards here. If you're watching on the video, a little bit of a different perspective. I am just in my office and I'm just trying this out because then you can see a bit more of me instead of me just lounging in bed and you just see my head because, yeah, from just the head and like selfie position, I can position my camera and, not always look like the full fabulous self that I am. So I thought I would just come on here and get a little bit more of a full figure view. This is one of my dresses I actually work in, so I love wearing dresses. And I have a farm, but I actually do my farm work in dresses like this because it's super simple and I can just whip them on and whip them off. Because as soon as I'm done working with the animals, like I don't want to be in my like clothes that are all full of animal hair and hay. Like I just keep putting my hands in my pocket. Again, a dress with pockets. You might not be able to see it, but basically it's just like full of hay in there, which I should have just gotten all over the floor in my nice office. So anyways, this is just one of the, I've got this dress in like a number of different colors because it's fabulous. It's, I don't know, some kind of like cotton jersey material, super easy to wear, and it's got pockets, and it's kind of long, so I can wear a little bit of leggings under it, or it's nice and cool in the summer. Anyways, this is just me and a little bit more fabulousness of me. So today I wanted to talk about how to, like, a simple and fun way to kind of take care of yourself and start putting yourself first. Because, oh my god, I know how hard it is. And if you've been watching the last few videos, you'll know I've been like all over the place lately, like overwhelmed, grief, like crazy anxiety, drama, all the things. Which means I haven't really been taking care of myself as well as I could do. I've been letting myself like sink into all the feelings, and I've been giving myself, I've been doing well, I've been giving myself space and kind of time to feel the feelings and do all the things basically. But what I haven't been doing is kind of like, basically I stopped doing this one simple thing that really adds kind of like spice and pizzazz to my life. That one simple thing is having an adventure day. Wednesday, today, is normally my adventure day. So on Wednesday afternoons, I will take however long I need, a couple of hours, an hour, whatever, and have an adventure of some sort. And it just gets me out, it gets me having fun, it reminds me, it connects me with what I enjoy and what I like to do. So instead of me having to be focused on all the things I'm responsible for, all the people in my life, all the animals in my life, all my responsibilities, I can just take that bit of time just for me to reconnect with something that I really enjoy. And it's not something like business or work related, even though I really enjoy that type of stuff. It is something fun. And that might sound overwhelming at first because you're like, oh my god, now I have to plan this one more thing. Like, oh my god, every week now you want me to plan something to go out and do. Yes, I felt that way in the beginning too, and I was like, yes, this adventure thing sounds great. And like the first time I was like, yay, this is fun. And the next time I was like, dude, I just want to stay in bed. I don't want to do anything. God, do I have to plan all this out? So then, to make it easier, I made a fucking list. So I just sat down one adventure day and I put together a list. And I was like, what are all the fun things I could ever think of doing? Like, all the fun things ever in the world that I could do within like an afternoon or even a full day or like just like an hour or something. So I made a list, I dumped everything out, and then I sorted that list. Now you only have to do this once. I sorted that list by like what's super easy. So on days where I am feeling lazy, like got my period, like things have been tough, I don't really want to do much, but I know I feel better after I've done something, I can pick one of those lazy day activities. On days where I'm like, dude, I've got all the energy, the sun is shining, I'm ready to go, then I can pick one of those activities that's like full of proper adventure and spunk and like takes a little bit longer and really goes for it. So that makes it simple. I've got my list. On Wednesday or even on Tuesday, I can have a look and pick something. And I could also split it by, because another thing that stops me is like, oh, some things you have to like plan really far in advance. I've kind of separated those off as well, because most of the time it's Wednesday morning, I wake up and I'm like, all right, what am I going to do today for adventure day? It's not something like I plan weeks in advance. Now maybe if there's something like I really want to do, like there's something at the theater that, I need to book seats for like months in advance, maybe I would do that. But I would plan that on like a Wednesday. But I'd also kind of look around, when's my period scheduled, and kind of plan it around that. That's not really happened, let's be honest. I just plan it on the day of. So I do kind of separate those things that are going to be like, this takes a little bit more planning and stuff, and maybe I save those for like weekends and other special times. For me, Wednesday afternoon is to just celebrate being me, to reconnect myself with what I enjoy, what I love, have a little bit of time away from home, away from the farm, away from work, away from all my responsibilities, and just reconnect with myself and with what I enjoy. Maybe it's trying something new. Maybe it's going for a hike. Today, like I said, I've got my period. Things have been tough. I'm really mentally and emotionally exhausted. I am just going to go to the farm shop. And we've got a lovely farm shop not too far down the road, and like, that doesn't sound super exciting, but I love it. I can mooch around all the stuff they've got, what kind of produce they've got now. They've got a beautiful like meat counter. They've got a beautiful cake counter, so I can pick out some things. It's also game night tonight where my brother-in-law comes over and we all play board games. So fun. And so I'm going to pick out a couple of like tasty things to have for dinner tonight that are pretty much all pre-made, and I can just warm them up. I can just have a little wander. It's not very far away. It takes me like 15 minutes to drive there. I can have a wander around. They do have like a little outdoor area as well if I'm really feeling adventurous and really want to take some time to wander. There's like a plant garden-y type shop there as well, and a couple of other little things. So if I'm really feeling up to it, I can walk through that, have a look around, or I can just focus on the farm shops, buy myself a tasty sweet cake, some tasty things for dinner, and just spend that time with myself, drive there slowly, listen to some good music or a good podcast, and have that me time. Because that me time is so, so important to my mental health, to my wellness, to my ability to just continue going every day. Like, I have to have that time for myself. Because if I don't have that time for myself, then how can I have enough time for everything else that needs doing? I deserve that time. I deserve to put myself first. And that's the one thing that I don't always look forward to in my week, funny enough. Because sometimes when you're doing this, like, oh, it feels like a chore. I have to go out and have an adventure. Once I get going, I enjoy it. So it's diarized. It's in my calendar. I have to do something. Even if I have to make myself do the smallest thing on my list. Because I always enjoy it once I do it. And that's why having that flexibility of having a list that's kind of organized by easiest and hardest makes it super simple. Because I can just pick something easy, tick it off, and say, yes, you fucking took care of yourself. And some of those items on my adventure list aren't always getting away from here and getting away from home. It could be just locking myself up in a special place and having a long nap, having a long bath. Those are okay for adventure days. It's whatever really connects you. So don't think, oh my God, I have to make this like the best adventure ever, otherwise it doesn't count. Dude, you can just shut the door and run a bath, put the do not disturb sign out there, and just fucking do not do anything else. Don't answer your phone, don't check your emails, somebody knocks, ignore it, all the things. You are worth it. It makes a massive mental health difference, and it's super simple and super fun. So that's me for today. I am going to, finish up here, go feed all the animals, make sure everybody's happy, and go off on my farm shop adventure and see what I can get at the farm store and have lots of fun, have some me time, appreciate myself, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.